Hi there, let's talk strawberries today. I'm going to show you how to take a beautiful strawberry plant and turn it into a whole mess of new plants. And how we're going to do that with what they call the stringers. So here's one, there's two. If these are planted correctly, you can have two new plants. Now if this was in the ground already, this would come down and it would hit the top of the ground and make roots and make another plant right beside this one, and that would make another plant. And this is how each year you get so many new plants. But I don't have that situation. They're in containers. So what I'm going to do is show you two ways that you can plant these, or I guess you could say process them, so you can get new plants ready for next year. So the first thing I want to do is cut them close as I can to here. Oops, can you see where it's going in there? So that took that much juice away from the plant, so it'll give me more strawberries. So we're going to put that over there for now. And oh, there's so many of them. Now I should have cut these. If you want a healthy plant, you need to cut these as soon as you get them. However, I'm growing them because I got enough strawberries and I want to grow them to have additional plants. So I'm doing this on purpose. But you can see this there, that one there, this one here. Just from this one plant so far, it looks like I have about 10 additional plants I can get from it. But see how much healthier it's making it now? There was a bush before. Right over here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 good ones, some little ones too. And let's see, what else do we have here? Gotta be careful not to cut the wrong things. Okay, so just from here, that's garlic. Just from here, now see how much healthier that plant looks? Oops, one more coming out here. No, that's actually the plant. Look at that. Nice healthy plant because I took the stringers off. Okay, let's talk about how to be able to get roots growing on these. Now let's go ahead and grab one of the runners. If you can see the runner here, okay, right over here in the back, see those little dark nodules? That's where roots are going to grow. So you want to get them so they're big enough that you have some of those nodules on the bottom. And that's what you're going to put in the ground. Let me find you a couple. Oh, here's a real good one. Take a look at those. See those little black nodules down there? Those are what need to go in the ground. Now, you don't want to plant these under the ground. You just want to get just the nodules in the soil. Because just like when you plant strawberry, like root strawberries or regular ones, if you plant it below that core, okay, it's going to rot. So the problem is, how are we going to get them in there so they stay? Well, there's a couple ways of doing it. First of all, I don't know if you can see down here. I'm going to make this a little lower so you can see. I'm going to make indentations in the soil, not too deep. With my fingers here. I already have this pretty wet. I have water underneath it, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of the better ones here. Let's see. So this one looks nice. And I'm going to cut it and leave maybe about 1 inch of the runner on both ends. What is that going to do? It's going to give me something to stick into the soil. Maybe a little bit less than that. So I'm going to put that in there and I'm going to stick it into the soil. Now it's not going to stay real well, so I can also take a paper clip. These paper clips are a little bit big, so a smaller paper clip than this. And I'm going to paper clip this down so it stays. So you see how I did that? Again, find a nice nodule on here. Oh, here's one I'm going to do. Here's another one I'm going to do. I'll cut them all and get them all ready right now. So you get these all ready to go. Oh boy, get quite a few of them here. Now when you think about it, all the things I have on this deck that I've been planting, probably one of the most expensive thing I have is strawberries, because I can't just buy the seeds, I had to actually buy the plants. That one might make it. So it can get pretty expensive buying plants. So if they're $5 to $7 a plant, as an example, look at how much I've already pulled ahead just with these here. Now that had a nice flower, but there was none of those nodules. I want to just deal with the ones with the nodules. There we go. So let's get some of these paper clips cut up to make it a little quicker. Okay. Now you see what I did? I just pulled that one right out that I already did. That's the advantage or disadvantage of not having a good workspace, okay? So this one here I'm going to stick, let's get him right in the corner. And I'm going to stick him right in the ground. There we go. And stick him in that way. And get the soil built up around him. There we go, it looks good. And it should take about probably, I think it says about 2 weeks. I just learned how to do this today, so it's interesting. We're learning together. It should take about 2 weeks for them to give some decent roots. Unfortunately, doing it this way, you're really not going to know how many roots came out until they're actually ready to go. You know what I mean? There we go. Alright, so there's 5 of them right there. And we're going to get back to these a little later, but what I want to do is move them over. And if I can find a place to put them. Oops. Show you another option. If you don't want to do it with soil, you can just use water. So let's fill this thing up here with water. So I think this is probably going to be my favorite way of doing it, in water, so you can actually see the roots when they're growing, so you know which ones worked out and which ones didn't. There we go. So we want to get water in there. Okay, shouldn't those be filling up? There we go. There. So with this one, it's a little easier. You just need to take them and put them in the water like that. And again, what's going to happen is the roots are going to start growing from those nodules in a relatively short time, so we should know what we have. This is another reason why I'm leaving those runners a little bit long when I put them in. That way they're not going to go too deep. That one already did. Let's see. I don't want to drown them. There we go. So we're going to put these in like this. All right. Now let me show you close-up of what I've done. So here's the one that I did in the water, and you can see how I have just the tips of them sitting in the water. Okay, it's hard really. So without the whole thing drowning, I just have that going in there, and the stickers, the runners, stopping it from going too deep. You can see this one pretty good. Okay, and over here I planted these in the soil just so they're not buried too deep, and the paper clips is helping to hold them down as well as the runner. See right over here? This one here, I'm going to take some of the soil off. It's a little bit, there we go. And there you have it. And in about a week to 4 weeks, I'm not sure how long they're going to take. I imagine the ones in the water will take quicker. I should have roots and be able to plant these in soil. And these, of course, when they start going, I'll probably put them in bigger cups. And then I'm going to see about winterizing them so I can plant them next year. So I hope you enjoyed this video on making small daughter strawberry plants from the mother strawberry. And these are going to have the exact same DNA as the ones I cut them from. Now it looks like I've got about another 4 plants to cut the runners off of in my strawberry tower. So with all those and these, already I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have about 13 plants from that one plant. I'm probably going to end up with between 30 to 40 plants from this. And the best thing is I didn't have to pay for them. So keep watching. Go ahead and subscribe so you can see how these turned out, because I'll be videotaping them when the roots are there and I'm ready to put them in soil. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.